Hey, what's up everybody? Geek Max here with another thoughts review. Nothing official, just kind of my opinion on a product that I have been using or have used. And today I'm going to just kind of give my thoughts on the new Tekin Pro4 HD motor that they have for specifically for short course trucks. Pull my body off and I'll show you. So I have a LoC SCTE. And previously I've run a few different brand motors. I've run 10 Shock, which is kind of more of a Chinese brand, wasn't too bad. I ran Hobby Wing, that was really good. I ran the Castle motors, of course. Pretty much everybody's tried a Castle motor. This is my first foray into Tekin though. Definitely hesitant to do it, obviously just because of price. I mean, as far as I know, I think it's the most expensive motor I've seen, at least popular expensive motor. It was $169. I got it new from Tower Hobbies. Shipping I think was 10 bucks. So that puts it up, what, 180 bucks shipped. That's not bad. For Tekin at least. Unfortunately, I've already gone ahead and put a huge heatsink on this thing, so you can't really see the can, but I did get the 4300 kV. That's the highest kV that they make for the Pro4 HD ranges, whereas previously the just the standard Pro4 went up to 4600 kV. So this is 300 kV less. But remember, this is now a 550 can motor instead of a 540. It's definitely longer than the first one. Diameter is the same. It's still a 36 millimeter can, so it fits in just fine. But it is definitely longer. More motor equals more power. Now the last motor I ran was a 10 Shock SC411 censored motor, but I ended up frying this. I opened this up and all the coils on the inside are pretty much completely black from overheat. I never ran a heat sink or fan on anything on this, and it didn't last very long. It's definitely a powerful motor. But I got it for 90 bucks from Built RC, and I just don't think it lasted long enough. But it's probably my fault for running it too hot. But what I wanted to show you is the comparison in can size. The 10 Shock is a 550. I mean, it's almost exactly the same dimensions as this Tekin motor is. So I kind of expected a similar kind of power. Now, my 10 Shock is a 4000 kV though. My Pro4 is a 4300. 300 kV extra. Didn't think it would make a big difference, but holy crap, it makes a big difference. I can definitely tell from the quality that Tekin products have always been that even if it's only 300 kV higher, it's definitely a way more powerful motor than the 10 Shock was. Before, even when my 10 Shock motor was brand new, if I'd be taking jumps out at my track, I do normally track race. If I was taking jumps out at my track, it was really hard to bring the nose up. I'm sure part of the solution to why this one is better is because of the higher RPM. It can spin those tires more so you can get better pitch control, but noticeably more powerful. I originally ran it without any heat sinks or anything on it. With a 14 tooth pinion, the exact same pinion I was running on the 10 Shock motor. Definitely faster and cooler temps without a can. That's pretty impressive. Running same batteries and everything. I run 50C batteries on it most of the time, but definitely ran cooler. So I actually geared it up one. It's on a 15 tooth. That's still a lot for the track that I run on. I run kind of like a medium size short course track, but just to be safe, I went ahead and did a couple things just to keep my temps down. I don't want to overheat my $170 motor, so I went ahead and went extra crazy. So you can't see it, but underneath the Castle fan is actually a Traxxas heat sink for 36 millimeter cans. It's the same one you'd put on a Valenion motor. I put that heat sink on, but before I did, I took some just standard computer thermal paste, like the same stuff you'd use to mount a processor to a motherboard in a computer, and just smothered the whole inside of that heatsink and just smushed it on the can. You can still kind of see some of the white stuff that kind of squirted out. That's just leftovers of the huge gob of thermal paste that I put in there, and that's just to help transfer heat from the can to the heatsink. And then on top of that heatsink, I mounted the $12 Castle motor cooling fan. It's a pretty tight fit, but it does fit. But there is a little issue that I ran into in terms of fitment. You can kind of see down here if I can get the camera at it, but that's real close to that center drive shaft, so that's why I had to tweak this at an angle a little bit to keep this part away from that. And it's pretty firm. You know, I've raced it a couple times already, and this hasn't budged an inch. You know, I've got the zip ties on the front and rear, and it seems okay. But you know, as the motor goes, it's dead smooth. You know, I'm running it censored with my Hobbywing SCT Pro 120 amp speed control. That was also 90 bucks. I got that at the same time I got my 10 shock motor. Love it. But I'm running it censored, perfectly smooth. Every now and then I'll get just a teeny bit of cogging, nothing crazy. Goes away once you give it just a teeny bit more throttle, so I'm not too worried about it. But the motor overall, I absolutely love it. One of the things I really like about the Tekin motors is the sound. The sound this thing makes when it's totally like max rev coming down the straight just sounds mean. Super high pitch, you know, almost like a Formula car kind of. Love it. Really, really cool. Runs great. We'll see how it holds up. I mean, I race once a week, every week without fail, unless it rains. So I'll make another video probably a month or two from now just to kind of give a follow-up. But for now, I've got 2 races under my belt. Both of them were wins. Yeah. It's a badass little motor. If you guys are in the market for a very high-end, high-quality motor, so far I'd recommend it. Don't want to say any thoughts about the 10 shock. We'll save that for another day. But Tekin Pro4 HD 4300 kV, highly recommended. If you guys want to get it, jump on it. Lots of websites have it. You know, A-Main, I think it's probably sold out of them. Tower Hobbies was the only one I found that had it out of anybody. But yeah, if you guys are interested in get it, I'd recommend it. It's a pretty badass little motor, so have fun.